everyone, it's Sharona from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing American Horror Story 1984, Season 9, Episode 5, Red Dawn. Guys, Hulu has been playing with me. I have Hulu Live TV. I've been trying to watch this episode all day. My Hulu been frozen. I had to restart it. It still didn't work. Then it started saying connection issues. I'm just over it. I just been trying to watch this episode so I can get this to review to you guys. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired as hell. So you'll probably see this in the morning when I wake up and I can finish downloading it and uploading it. But yes, so season 5 opens up and we're watching Donna. So Donna is stalking somebody. We see some man. And so we realize that this man is her dad. She thinking that daddy running out, creeping behind her mama back. So she's like, oh, no, hell no. I'm finna nip this in the bud right now. So she hears the music going. She hear the lady screaming, you know, like making love screaming. That's what I thought it was. But then she walks in. The girl got her guts hanging out. I'm looking shook. Zana looking shook. The lady still looking shook. Like, bitch, you gonna come help me? And then she realizes that her dad is a serial killer. He walk in, he got the bleach and gloves and stuff, like he finna clean all this stuff up. She see all the pictures on the wall. And so she was just like, now we understand her motivations for wanting to do this study, wanting to help people not become serial killers. He was like, baby, I had a darkness in me. It's inside of me. And then he was like, it's inside of you too. And she was like, no, daddy, you could be a better person. And then he was like, I almost believe you. And then he stabbed himself. And then, no, he stabbed himself in the neck, I think. And then he killed himself in front of her. So now we understand why she got this cuckoo plan, what her motivations are behind this. And so then we go to present day. Remember, Ramirez died, and then Satan was like, rise. I mean, that's not really how it happened. But, you know, he started levitating and stuff. And so Donna's looking at him crazy. He looking at her crazy. And then he calls her evil. And then he says, she then sees her dad saying the darkness is inside of you. So her daddy popped back up and was like, baby girl, that darkness is inside of you too. And then he tells her to follow in his footsteps. So we see that Xavier, Margaret, Brooke, and Chet, they all together. The car exploded. Remember, Blake's car that they're supposed to lead them to safety exploded. And so Xavier started freaking out, going crazy. So Margaret had to knock him the hell out to shut up. And so essentially, Montana, crazy behind, volunteers for Chet to go to Margaret. So basically, Brooke can be with her, not knowing that Margaret is a killer. And so we see that Margaret takes like Chet out to the boat, and then he realizes she the killer because she like pushed him overboard. She cut his ear off. It was just a lot going on. I was like, Margaret, I don't even understand why you need to be killing all these people at this point. But it is what it is. So we see that Xavier is, they're in the cabin now with Xavier, Brooke, and Montana. He like talking in his sleep about Birdie. I don't know what the hell he talking about. And then Brooke thinks that she sees. No, in the meantime, Montana grabs an axe and it looks like she about to hit Brooke. But then Brooke yells because she sees Ray. And I was like, I thought his behind was dead. But I guess this the ghost version of Ray. I don't understand what's going on right now. But I'm going to go ahead and roll with it. So we see that in the meantime, before I get into the craziness behind Ray and Brooke, we see that Donna ends up running into the room with Montana and with Xavier. And so Xavier sees her, and then because like Montana was like, not a step closer. And then to explain what happened, Donna tells Xavier what happened. And he was like, bitch, do you see my face? Do you see all of this that had to happen because you got some stupid plan that you got up your sleeve? And then he was like, I didn't had enough. He didn't grab something. He trying to kill this girl. She trying to hide out like, no, don't do it. And then she like run out the door, and then he go chasing after her because Xavier, honey, he has had it. He has been burnt like a rotisserie chicken. He's smelling like a rotisserie chicken. So he is like, hell no, Donna gots to pay. But we're going to take a pause on them real quick, and we got to go to Brooke and Ray because this whole thing, whatever. So Brooke and Ray are together. They just having casual conversation. Ray done behind her, don't even know he dead yet. So Brooke's telling the story how she met her fiance, how she pretended to be someone that she wasn't, and how she's never been able to be herself. And then Ray is like, I feel the same way you do too, girl. And then she kissed him, and he was like, let's live a little. And then they start making out, and then they start smashing. I said, how you smashing a ghost? Like, that has to be a new experience because I'm trying to figure out, like, how does that work? I mean, I guess at least if you dead, right, you gonna go ahead and get you a little something, something. Brooke said she gonna get her a little something, something in case Mr. Jingles comes and kill them. But I'm trying to figure out, why do you guys feel like you have enough time to like have sex right now and you're trying to get away from this killer? I guess maybe they thought they was gonna go out like a G and she was gonna get a nut, he was gonna get a nut before, you know, their time had come to an end. So everything going good. And he asks after her, like, baby girl, how was that? That's not what he said, but I'm just saying. And then how's somebody gonna ask you afterwards, like, was it good for you? Does it matter now? Because obviously you done and ain't nothing popping off. You didn't try to make sure that I was doing good before you stopped. I'm just saying, I just feel like after the fact, it's very selfish on your end because you made sure you got a nut and then you didn't check to make sure I had a nut. I mean, I'm just saying, let me just stop because in case my parents are watching this, because I already got yelled at last week for smoking hookah in the video. Long story. So she says, I don't know. It was my first time. I'm a virgin. So if we believe her, I don't know if I believe Brooke because it's just something about her just make me not want to trust her. So we see that she says that she's a virgin. So that means that she didn't sleep with her husband or fiance's best friend like he thought she did, like Montana thinks that she did. So she said she was a virgin. But, you know, this little happy reunion was brought to a quick halt when she opened up the door because she said that the sex so good that it made her thirsty. She opens the door and then she sees Ray's head, and then this fool finally sees that, like, fool, you dead. Like, you been dead. So she screams and he tried to touch her. She's like, get away from me, don't touch me. Ma'am, you weren't saying that 5 minutes ago. You was talking about it was so good, made your toes curl, you're thirsty now. I'm just saying. So she runs out and go run to Montana, okay? So Montana, basically, she ends up knocking her out, and then she basically tells her, like, I spent the night stalker, you know, this is from my brother, like, because she basically lets her know, like, how she knew her fiance. So, yeah. So, in the meantime, they fighting. But then Brooke ends up stabbing her and then throws a stereo. I was like, girl, that was a quick turnaround. She like stabbed her, ran, grabbed a stereo, like knocked the girl out in the head. She fell down. So they chasing each other. They like, she goes and hides and she looks like she gonna get away, but Montana looking for her ass. And so basically this dumb girl trying to grab a knife, she dropped all the little stuff, kind of how Xavier dropped the flashlight, which led to him becoming a rotisserie chicken. And so basically, Montana charged at that girl, so they fight, they scrap, but I'm looking like, oh snap, Brooke got a hit, oh snap, Montana got a hit, like, it's like on and popping, it's like world star, but yeah, so they're fighting, and then, actually, do I want to finish them up right now? I am going to finish them up right now. No, I'm going to wait. So in the meantime, I'm going to skip to Margaret crazy behind. So long story short, after she kills, Chet, then Mr. Jingles ends up running into her. And so Mr. Jingles tries to choke her because he ready to kill her ass. Because at first Donna like found Mr. Jingles and then he like choked her. And then she was like, kill me, kill me. He was like, no, there's only one kill left. So he going to find Margaret crazy behind. So she was like, I should have shot you in your head. And then he grab her like he about to like kill her. But then Xavier dumb behind come trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. She shot Mr. Jingles 15 million times with these damn arrows. And I was like, you know what? As much as you're making a horrible decision right now, he did burn you like a rotisserie chicken, so you can go ahead and get your revenge on him. So then he tries to be like, Margaret, are you okay? And then she's like, yes. And then she stabs him, slices his ear, and I was like, you're just so stupid. But you went out like a G, though, because you killed Mr. Jingles. So I'm going to give you that, Xavier, okay? You said you did your Robin Hood play. You did that. I'm going to say that you went out like a little G. Except for the whole Margaret thing, but you didn't know no better, so it's all right. So, long story short, then we see that she stabs Xavier, takes his ear. Then all of a sudden, Mr. Jingles wakes up, and then Ramirez standing over here like, do you accept Satan as your savior? And then he just gets up, and I was just like, okay, this just still getting a little bit too cuckoo for me, but I'm going to keep rolling with this. So, in the meantime, we see that the kids are showing up to the camp. So it's sunrise, the red dawn. All these people done died. It's like bright outside. But then the kids are coming. They singing the wheels on the bus or something. I don't know. But then we see that Montana and Brooke still fighting. I said, damn, y'all was fighting in the dark. It's like late. Like y'all ain't took one of each other out yet. Like how long does this take? But then we see Montana stabs Brooke. But then Brooke stabs Montana 15 million times. She kills Montana. But she killed Montana in front of the kids. The kids screaming. I'm screaming. Montana not screaming no more. Brooke was screaming. And then we see that the police come and they arrest her. And then Margaret crazy behind, stab herself in the leg, run into the police like she went crazy. I don't know what happened. And then we find out, then it started getting real kooky. So Montana's dead, Ray's dead, Jonah is dead, and I didn't see the other people. Those are the only people that I saw come back. We see that somebody ends up stealing the police car after they put something in it, but we don't know who that is until the end of the episode, where we see it's Ramirez and it's Mr. Jingles. They're headed to Los Angeles, which is weird. So I guess the only people that can leave is the people that Satan brought back to life. So I guess they're going to go wreak havoc in LA. But in the meantime, Ray is still there. The paramedic sees Ray, is like, let me check your vitals, and she looking crazy because it's like, ain't no damn vitals. Let's get you to the hospital. So it looked like, okay, Ray, like, you might actually make it out of Camp Redwood. But as soon as it crossed through the threshold, they had to stay their ass behind, which kind of like ties back into the Murder House season 1, where we saw that nobody could leave the actual house, like if you died there. So it's kind of tying into that part of the series. So I love Montana because when she tried to act like she was possessed by something else, and then she was like, guys, like, stop it. I was just joking with you. So I don't know if they're going to wreak havoc with the kids. I'm not sure what's going to happen to Brooke. It was just a lot. It was just crazy. I'm like, this is episode 5. And so we wrapped all of this up. So I guess there's going to be another twist and turn. They're going to be terrorizing the little kids now. I don't know if I'm necessarily here for that. I guess I have to wait to see next episode to see how all of this stuff is going to like work. I don't know. This was a weird episode. It was like a lot going on, and I would definitely give MVP to Billy Lord, because she was like so crazy, but she was so dope in this episode. I really enjoyed her performance. Also to Leslie Grossman, who plays Margaret. She was great as well, but I just felt like, I don't know. It felt like this was kind of like an end. And now there's going to have to be some type of tonal shift in the series, kind of like what we expect. Typically halfway through, it does kind of switch over into a totally different story. But I just don't know how I necessarily felt about it. Like, a lot happened. And what the hell happened to Donna? Because Donna's still alive. Because Xavier didn't get Donna because, or did he get Donna? Did I miss something? I think Donna is still alive, and I don't know where she is right now. And then I don't know where Chet Body is, because he didn't pop back up as a ghost. So does that mean that he like made it out? He's alive somehow? I don't know how the hell he survived if he is alive, because he already had the little wound going here. I don't know how he survived being drowned as well. And he ain't got no damn ear. But yeah, it was like a lot happened, but so much is still left unresolved. So I don't actually know how I really felt about this episode. I don't know. I guess I'm still confused. It was okay. I think I like last week's episode a lot better. With the revelations and things like that. But, you know, those are pretty much my thoughts. Yeah, I guess this is a really awkward review because I really don't know how I felt about this. I'm a little iffy. I think I'm leaning on I don't know if I really care for it, but I need to see episode 6 to see how that turns out, to see if I truly enjoyed this episode or not, because I'm really scared to see where they're going to take this story, because I do not feel like watching 5 more episodes or however many more episodes they have of them just trying to terrorize the kids or possibly get back at Margaret. I don't know, but you guys let me know in the comment section below. Did you like this episode? Do you think it was like just a lot of craziness is happening at this point? What do you think that they're going to switch to for the second half of the season? I'm excited to hear like what your theories are in the comment section below. But those are my thoughts on American Horror Story 1984 season 9. Episode 5, Red Dawn. As always, my name is Sharana from Pay Or Wait. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. I'll see you soon.